Hey, my loves. How is everybody? How are we doing today? Good day, good day, good day. How is everyone? Good morning, my loves. Coming on, we're going to do the elements, but before we get into the elements, I'm going to do the general energy as I always do. If you're new here, pull up a chair. I would say, start off with telling me what's the energy been like for you this week. Good morning, Stephanie. We had a lot going on this week, okay? We had Venus go into retrograde. We had some tough squares, some tough oppositions. Good morning, Divine Empress. All right, so y'all come through and drop what you was feeling this week. How'd it feel? We're here at Thursday. We're almost there. How y'all feeling today? What's the word of the day? Unbalanced. Okay, well, let's see if we can do something about that. And it was kind of a week that was kind of trying to tip the scales and get us to see some things that maybe we weren't seeing. Mixed emotions is very fitting. Okay. And I'm seeing emotional. And when I read that, I'm hearing emotional and I can't let go. Okay, so there's some lingering energy, okay? Lingering energies for the week, all right? So we're going to take a look. I'm going to look at the general energy first before we get into the individual elements, okay? So Spirit, can you show me what's going on with my collective? What are they feeling? Show me, please. Can you show me? Oh, wait, before I even go any further, what's good, Shannon? I need to stop and make one announcement. This for TikTok, it's going to be you guys' first, okay? For my YouTube gang, they've been with me for 3 years. They know the big event, the main event for the lovely soul tribers is the Lionsgate. The Lionsgate is the most powerful manifestation period of the year. And the Lionsgate portal opened yesterday and it's going to run all the way to August 12th. But the most powerful day is 8/8, August 8th. And I do an annual ritual. Okay, wait, hold on. Before we even get started, because this is mad important. What do? I had pulled these out yesterday because I was going to come live, but I've had like a toothache all week. And I've been like trying to fight it off, okay? So I didn't want to come back on. If I could open this, this would be bomb.com. But this is part of what I do for my ritual every year. For those of you that book on my website, and I ain't going to hold you. There's 25 slots. When they're done, they're done. Okay, I don't add anybody else. It is what it is. Okay? So anyway, y'all know I'm a Reiki master as well as many other things. What I do is I take a Reiki candle. Okay? And I imbue it. Hi, honey. And I imbue it not only with herbs that balance out your chakras, but as well with very powerful manifestation herbs. Okay? On top of that, for those of you that are unaware, I'm about to kick y'all some knowledge apart from what we're talking about. These are the 7 chakra colors. But as well, these are the 7 colors of the 7 African powers. So when I tell you that I do both for these candles, for the 8/8, I do both. Okay? And then they're burned on my altar. And not only are they burned on my altar, not only are they dressed beautifully, I do a spread for the ancestors and the Orisha. And then on top of that, I have a private live for everyone who joins, and there's an exclusive reading that comes with it as a group. And this is for August 8th. It is both live for those who have booked, and it's also recorded so you can see it, at will. You don't want to miss this. This is $55. And listen, that may sound like a lot, but listen, you can't even get an hour reading with me for $55. So not only are you getting the ritual, but you're also getting the group reading. And it's just a small group of us. Okay? So you definitely want to get in where you fit in. This sells out every year. I just put it up yesterday and I haven't announced. This is the live announcement. 25 slots, people. Okay? I will be closing this probably around the 5th. Okay, so you have till about the 5th because I need to dress them and have them sit on my altar and sit with my protections. Okay, so I just wanted to drop that knowledge real quick. We're about to get going. If you are looking where to find it, you can click the link in the bio or go over to loveleesoulempress.com. Look under products and you will see that there's the Lionsgate ritual and you can book there. Okay? And as well, for those of you that are in the, you're booking after this, you need to, okay? If you guys have any problems, let me know, because sometimes when I put a new product, Wix acts funny. Okay, so if you have a problem, after I get off the live, I'll look at it. If anything is wrong, then I'll fix it. Because sometimes that happens whenever I list a new product, okay? And I just listed it last night, okay? So, let's get started. Let's get into the elements. Spirit, can you show me what's the general energy for the collective, please? What's happening? What's happening, please? Sustainability. Listen, I just told y'all the Lionsgate portal is now opening. Okay? This is a period, and I also had said to you guys yesterday, thank you guys for the follows, thank you guys for all the love. I also had said to you yesterday, with this Venus retrograde, this is like really getting shit in order in our minds so that we know where we're going, right? When comes September 3rd, when it comes out of that retrograde. Okay, alliance conjunction. At the end of this period, you're going to see who's for you, who your peoples is, who ain't. Okay, and I feel like what you build now, if you do it from a space of honesty and not of fear, like if you're trying to build something that you know is on shaky ground because this motherfucker ain't right, and you know what I'm saying, and you persist, you already know that's probably not going to have the best outcome. Okay, but if you shifted your gaze, allowed things to fall away and start, like, let's say a new job, okay, or ready to open up to new things, those things that you're building now, although they may start off slow, they're going to build incrementally, evenly, solidly. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. Okay, thank you guys for the follows. Spirit, can you show me Gemini, cross-pollinate, the connections as well that are coming into you right now? Most of them have something that they're supposed to be exchanging. This could be knowledge. Like, in other words, you need a banker, right? You need a banker. I need a plumber. We could be having a conversation and we could be talking and come to find out you have the person I need and I have the person you need. Okay? I'm feeling that real heavy. So, it's not to say that every person that comes in your life is going to stay forever right now, but I feel like they are important pieces of the puzzle because they're bringing information, people, referrals. They're bringing things to you that are important to the build. So pay fucking attention. Okay? Spirit, let's go. What else? Taurus, cultivate. Because you are cultivating the harvest, you're cultivating the groundwork, you're cultivating the foundation. They just showed me cement being poured, okay? So you're solidifying something. Okay, here's the problem though. 10th house authority, you feel like you're not sure. You feel like am I good enough? Okay? It feels like you're saying something like am I a leader? Do I know what I need to know? And I'm not going to hold you. I actually kind of like this energy, even though it's giving me imposter syndrome, like you're fearful of it. But I also feel like, you know, a lot of times when people come into positions of power and they feel they know everything, they can't learn anything. Okay? They can't learn any fucking new thing because they always think that they know everything, right? So I would say this. I would say this. Work on the imposter syndrome in the essence that if spirit has put you in a leadership position, you know, that means that you've been chosen. And it's okay to feel like you have to grow in it. And I firmly believe in being the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so for those of you who don't know the definition of the Page of Pentacles, okay, it's an opportunity, but it's also like a student, someone who, you know, who is the forever student who's trying to always attain knowledge to better themselves. Remember that the Page of Pentacles is trying to become the Knight of Pentacles, who's then trying to become the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like it's not a bad thing to feel, thank you, my love. Thank you for the booking, Stephanie. It's not a bad fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just that because you want to keep yourself open to the fact that there's always room to grow. And I have been in this business since I was 13. And let me tell you something. I can't even really watch regular TV. Okay? I can't even watch regular TV because I feel like it's brainless. Right? Because I'm constantly looking to take in more information. Okay? If you in the house, send a friend request. I'm definitely down for it, my love. You want to come live with me? We was just talking about the effects of the Lion's Gate. Okay, well, we'll do it another time, honey. But, you know, this feels very much like you need to allow yourself to stay in the mind frame of allowing new information to come in. Don't ever get so cocky. I've been in the business, like I said, over 30 years, and I'm constantly trying to absorb new information. Okay, because once I feel like I know everything, I stop growing. Okay, but that doesn't mean because you want to continue learning, it doesn't mean like you're not supposed to be a leader. Because with these cards that came out, sustainability, alliance, cross-pollinate, and cultivate, what you're building right now is a foundation that you're going to be like a leader. And I'm always talking about lighthouses. Because I feel like the chosen ones were disseminated. Okay? Yeah, I'm with it. The lighthouses, I'm with it, Eva J. The lighthouses were disseminated to particular locations. I want you to envision something. We're going to get into something real quick. have an aura. Some people have a larger auric field, okay? The chosen ones are put in positions to be of guidance to others, okay? You might be chosen in a financial way where you're blessing people, thank you for the share, Eva J. You're blessing people with financial knowledge to teach them how to get stable, right? You could be giving them emotional knowledge. It could be spiritual knowledge. Some of us have multiple hats, right? Some of our squares or our bubbles that we are protecting, because these lighthouses, understand, as above, so below. So not only are we transmuting, but we're, like sending out these messages for everyone around us, but we're also bringing in energy, processing it, and sending it back out in a healing energy, right? So let's say that you are the lighthouse of your group. It might only be 8 people, right? The next person, they could be the lighthouse for their community, okay? So you have to understand that we're all being disseminated. Just like how you see latitude and longitude, these grids are being powered by the lighthouses. This also means that the lighthouses are going to be under attack because we are emitting a frequency that is upholding this new alignment with the new reality. Now I'm gonna run something down real quick, and then we're gonna get into the elements. This awakening that is happening to the collective can be tied to a study that was done called the 100 monkey theory. Okay, I'm gonna break it down really, really fast so that way we can move the fuck on and get to the meat of what we at. Okay. So we had this awakening, and how does it tie into this 100 monkey theory? There was a group of scientists who were working with some monkeys. Okay, I think that they were chimpanzees, if I'm not mistaken. And what they did was they would give them a dirty yam every day. Okay, they give them a dirty yam. These monkeys had a body of salt water that they had privy to. So one day, one of the monkeys washed the dirty yam in the salt water and discovered, well, hell yeah, that shit tastes better. It's clean. It's fucking seasoned now, right? So he starts teaching the other 100 monkeys in the study. What happens? They realize that quickly the 100 monkeys learned this new skill. They're all fucking washing their yams. But what bugged them really out was that they were hearing from other scientists globally that had nothing to do with this study and was saying, hey, what's going on? Because our monkeys over here are washing yams. So what does that mean? If we are the all consciousness, as humans, as a species, if we are the all consciousness, and if the lighthouses are transmuting a signal of the new 5D, the new awakening, and enough of us get to a tipping point. For the monkeys, it was 100. I don't know what it would be for humans, but I feel very strongly that we have hit the tipping point. When they started talking about banning TikTok, that was why they want to ban TikTok. Okay, because it's not about all this other shit. It's about the 100 monkey theory and the awakening. Okay, now for those of you who are advanced, because we was talking about the Lion's Gate and how I do my yearly Lion's Gate ritual. Okay, to bring in abundance, to align yourself, to ground yourself, using not only the 7 Reiki's colors and herbs, but also the 7 African powers, because I'm licensed to do both. for those of you that are advanced, this is a very good ritual for putting in the foundation, solidifying your foundation, anchoring in. Anchoring in. Okay? So right now, you could be a lighthouse. And this 10th house coming out cross is telling me that you might be afraid. Hey, my love, thank you for joining me. You might be afraid to step into that power because you might be like, are you sure that it's me, that I'm supposed to be a... Yes. The divine doesn't make mistakes. Okay? So it's okay to grow into it, but don't be afraid of it. Grow into it, but don't be afraid of it. All right, that's the general energy for this weekend. All right, there's going to be a lot of interactions coming in. Remember what I said, a lot of these people have important information that you need. Be open. Okay? These are people that are going to bring in alliances and communication. It feels very much like barter energy. They might know something that you need and you know something that they need. And this is going to be very transformative. And you're going to see the proof of this come September when we get out of this retrograde. All right, so let's get into it. Drop your elements, guys. Let me see who's going up first. Yes, please stay open, okay? Don't close your mind and think that, you know, like, oh, you know, what do I know? You know, because you're being chosen for something. Okay? I see earth, I see air, I see water, I see air, I see fire. Water, air, earth, water, fire. Look. The reward. Air signs, especially my Libras in the house, because the north-south node went into the north node is in Aries and the south node is in Libra. 18 months, okay? What is that denoting? Aries, the self, right? I am. Versus Libra, 7th house relationship, we are. And I said to you, this time is going to be, that's exactly in your south and north node. Okay, so right now, for the next 18 months, what's being asked? What relationships? Let me go back a second. For the last 18 months, the shit was in Taurus to Scorpio, right? So what was that asking us? And I'm going to give you this so that you could think about what you just endured for the last 18 months and tell me if that shit lines up. Okay? Think about it. It was in Taurus. What do you value in this life? Right? And the south node was in Scorpio, asking what? And what are you willing to let die for it? What do you value in this life and what are you willing to let die for it? That's what we just endured. My hair's just stood up. Okay, how many of you let go of a lot of shit in the last 18 months? That was what you were willing to let die for what you're trying to build. Okay? Now, this 18 months is the I am versus the we are. What relationships? Look at that. And I'm a Taurus sun, Eva, right? So now we're doing it in the reverse, right? Now that we have this knowledge, okay, so I know what I value and I know what I was willing to let die for it. Now I'm in the house of self, Aries. This is what I'm trying to build as myself now that I know what I value. And what relationships, Libra, 7th house. Okay, yeah, we're sister signs, babes. Soul sisters for sure, right? That's telling you What relationships actually support my fucking growth? And what relationships are standing in the way of what I'm trying to achieve? Do you understand? So all the knowledge that you took in the last 18 months, you're about to put that shit in practicality for real, for real. Okay? With the resurrection. With the resurrection. Okay? No longer passive. Okay? No longer passive. A lot of the 18 months that we endured, it wasn't that we were passive, but, you know, we were taking action, but a lot of things were coming in and then we had to respond, right? Now, this 18 months ain't about that shit. We the hunter now. We know now what the fuck we looking for now. Okay? There's no feeling bad, right? We getting a little muscle memory. We reject shit now a little bit easier, right? Move on. Understand that shit ain't for us, right? It's not this, but why? That tantrum that kids throw, but why, mommy? Why can't I have it, right? We're not in that fucking frequency anymore. You see what I'm saying? All right? So let's see what's happening for the air signs. Those of you that might have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, thank you, my love, for the sun, moon, rising, Venus. And I also like to include North Node because that's who you're supposed to be in this lifetime, baby. Spirit, can you show me? Just like mine is in Aquarius, okay? Emperor, right? And we talked about this the other day. The fact that my North Node is in Aquarius is saying that for me, I have to lead, but I have to lead by servicing the collective. Humanity, by being of service to humanity, okay? So, like I said, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or North Node, this is for you. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? You got the Emperor, Ace of Wands, the Fool. Listen, air signs. You are definitely not taking no for an answer in this season. Look at this. Look at this. This is boss level 1000. Big dick energy. Okay? Definitely that. You got the Five of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. People have been expecting you to play the nice guy. I can tell you that already. Okay? I feel like you have done that. I also feel like by you doing that, what has occurred is that you've kind of like given away some blessings and shit. Right? But now you're after justice. You're not, that's not the shit you on right now. Okay? With this Six of Swords, you're going to calmer waters, and you know, there's a lot of tarot out there. Okay? Most of the time you see the Six of Swords, you see a woman and a child in a boat with with a man manning the boat. Do you see how there's one fucking person in this boat? The I am versus the we are. You are definitely holding yourself ahead, above, putting yourself in the right situations, okay? No longer putting yourself in the back seat. Okay, so let's get a clarifier real quick for this. Look at this. Emperor comes out right away with the Eight of Coins. You're definitely working on a foundation. Knight of Coins. This is what goes back to the general energy I was talking about in the beginning for all the signs, saying that, you know, you were building Page of Pentacles. Stay always in the energy of the forever student. The Knight of Pentacles is like a graduation. Think of yourself as in college, okay, where you're trying to apply that. It may feel slow. Maybe that's why you had this 10th house authority, like feeling like you weren't the boss yet, right? Eight of Swords, right? Prison of your own making. It's like you are underestimating your gifts. Okay, but you're already showing up as the emperor, boo. Ace of Wands comes out here with the Five of Swords. Here's the thing, though. I don't care if you're the person in the mailroom, okay, for like a big law firm, okay, and you're in law school. Your energy is giving boss, okay? Because you got the Ace of Wands with the Five of Swords. This means that, you know, you should not underestimate your drive the ambition is in you, okay? That could be alone why you're chosen for this path, okay? There are people who have fucking knowledge and they don't do shit with it because they just want to sit on their ass. But you have the passion, okay? So Three of Swords comes out here crossed. This, I feel like it's not a full heartbreak. This feels like a doubt. Somebody could have spoke some shit over you, air signs. Okay? Somebody could have spoke some shit over you. And what do I mean by that? I know an air sign personally whose father said to them, you know, oh, so you a jack of all trades, but master of none. Right? Thinking that that's like an insult. The fact is that this person is mad rounded and has so much knowledge in so many different ways. I see that as jealousy when people say shit like that. You understand? So don't allow somebody's backhanded comment to you define what you believe is possible. Because the fucking ambition is off the chart. It's only true if you believe it. And I say this all the time to you guys. The universe only has one answer. One answer. And the answer is yes. So if you say to the universe, am I a powerful manifesting machine? The universe is going to say yes. And if you say, am I not shit? The universe will say yes. You understand? Now you could change that sentence. Am I not the shit? And the answer will still be yes. So you get to pick what you want the universe to say yes to. That means that you not only have the ability to build the life you want, but it also means you've picked the outcomes you've had. Okay? So we can sit here and blame, you know, Joe Schmo, who probably was an asshole, but you picked that asshole. You picked that frequency somewhere, somehow. Okay? So the Fool is here. 3 of Coins with the 5 of Cups. New beginnings, new alliances that are going to assist you. They're going to be bringing in things, Grand Rising, my love, assisting you, giving you knowledge, right? Page of Cups. They may seem like very small. This is for the air signs I'm on right now. I already did the general. If you want to see the general and the beginning of the air signs, just go over to YouTube. It's live there as well. Okay, so it feels like with this situation, some of these interactions could seem very tiny, but they're packing a big punch. Okay, there's information that you need. Pay attention. Okay, you have here the 5 of Swords, spirit-wide, Queen of Cups. Let me say something. There's gonna be some people who feel a particular type of way about you, like have changed, or you're stepping into this power, or you're sticking to the decisions that you've made. I feel like they think of you like being cold or something like that. And I don't think that that's the case. I think that what's happening is that you're choosing yourself, and other people are having trouble with that. Knight of Swords. You see, it makes them, want to talk out of both sides of their neck. I just heard 10 of Wands. It's like your change is burdening them, but I'm feeling codependency. So, okay. So back to the leadership and the Emperor. Okay. I'm going to tell you this. There's somebody who is like, who does this person think they are? Meanwhile, the reason why they're salty is because they relied heavily on your leadership. And now that you're removed, they feel kind of abandoned. So that's why they're reacting like that. All right. In a nutshell. All right. Page of Swords. Listen, but justice is as justice does. Feels like you blocked somebody because they weren't doing the right thing. King of Swords, okay? And you knew it was for your highest self, for your betterment, okay? King of Swords, okay? It was, you had to make a decision. I am and the we are. Was this relationship supporting what you're trying to build for yourself? And it was not, so you did what you did. Okay, Six of Swords, right? With the Nine of Pentacles and the King. What? This is you going to calmer waters. Like I said, vote for one. Nine of Pentacles, mad independent, getting that coin, step away from the Empress, right? And the King of Coins. I told you, you were leveling up. I started talking about in the beginning with the Page of Pentacles and becoming the Knight of Pentacles, which you had out here. And then, like I said, you would become the King of Pentacles. You are building something. No end of, August, beginning of September, that what you were building in this period, it's gonna stick. It's gonna stick, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys a closing card before we go into the next element. Reveal is coming out cross. Don't tell nobody shit about how you moving. Okay, make these, be open, have people coming in, but don't, make your next move your best move. Don't say too much, okay? Because the shit is powerful, and people know with this Emperor, when you walk in the room, even if you're having a little self-doubt, when they see you, they feel your frequency. This is why off top, either you gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone. This is the reaction that you give to people. Either they love you or they don't want to fuck with you. Why? Because they can tell that you're the Emperor. Okay, Spirit, can you show me? Belonging, okay? But for a long time, you were trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, Mrs. Nice Guy, okay? And always like try to fit in. But you're not supposed to fit in. You're a leader, okay? Accept it. Accept it. Okay? So that's what Spirit has for the air signs this weekend. You could feel a little singled out. You could have a little bit of imposter syndrome. You could be feeling like you're pushed to the front. And you are. Okay, but I feel like it's because Spirit wants you to recognize your power and stop doubting, why you've been given this. Okay, thank you guys for all the love and the gifts. Okay. So please drop your signs. Let's see who's in the house. Earth signs, water signs. You're welcome, my love. Earth, water, fire. Earth, water, fire. Water, water, water. Earth, earth. Earth, water, water. Water, fire, water. Water, water. I just did air. You can go to YouTube and see it there. All right, water it is. Let's go, water. Spirit, can you show me? What do they need to know? Integration. Hunter. Artist. Adventurer. You're trying to come together with something within. But this hunter, you don't know what the missing piece is. Water. You don't know what the missing piece is. There's something in there that has been spreading. And it's an as above, so below. So the desire for change is spreading. And the desire for change is spreading, but there's also this like lower frequency. Because the more you desire the change, the more it's recognizing that it's something within that needs to be changed, right? So it's this tug and pull, right? You could feel like outside of you, you're very agitated by other people's actions right now. But Spirit's asking you, is it what they're doing? Or is it what you're not doing? Right? What do I mean by that? Are you resenting, this is water, are you resenting the change in a relationship? I feel like that's part of it, but I feel like what you're resenting is feeling like that you should be doing more, or that you need to accomplish something else, or something like that, or like something needs to be for you. I think you've been pouring in people's cups way too long. Okay, so it's like hunting, but not knowing what you're hunting for because you're trying to integrate. And what it is that you have to become the artist. You're not really looking for something. It's like looking for love and all. You're not looking for something external. You are trying to quantify what you're supposed to be birthing internally. And that is the direction that you're going to be going in. But you're having trouble integrating it because that gnawing feeling that's sitting back there is confusing you about what it is you need to do. Okay, so it makes you not take the leap of faith for the adventure because you're like, but what is that? Like, what is that? Okay? It feels like, you know, what was that, listen, I'm not big on like those fairy tales, but there was like this childhood fairy tale with the princess and the pea or something, and the mattresses, right? And no matter like how many mattresses, she could still feel the pea that was, you know, causing her discomfort. That's what this feels like. Hey, Cindy. Okay, so we're gonna pull some shit. We got to get to what that gnawing feeling is. Okay, thank you, my love. Thank you. We got to get into this, figure out what that is under there. Spirit, can you show me? Knight of Swords. Ace of Swords. Listen, I feel like you have to take a pen out. I can tell you already, it's going to be so much better when you speak your truth. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Thank you guys for all of the likes and for the subscriptions, for the follows. I greatly appreciate you. Okay, thank you so much. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep track while I'm channeling. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you guys. I greatly appreciate you all. Knight of Swords is out here. Knight of Swords with the Eight of Swords and the Page of Swords. There's an argument. This could have happened already. Okay? I feel like you tried to block something, or you could feel blocked. And the Eight of Swords, you can't get it off of your mind. Can't get it out of my head. Right? Ace of Swords. With the Eight of Cups. Somebody said their truth and walked away, or you said your truth and walked away. But I have a feeling it was somebody else. Wheel of Fortune, Spirit. Why? With the Lovers. It didn't, listen, whatever this was about, you were put in an manageable position. Ten of Cups. Lovers in the Ten of Cups. The Lovers always indicates a choice. Sorry. Okay? Lovers always indicates a choice. Yeah, you're a good friend, right? So it could have been like love life versus friendship, family, job. Like it put two things that were important at an opposite. It was untenable. There was no good choice. Okay? But I also feel like there was something in there. There was something in there that you could have done different. Right? So as you wrote, he chose to betray you. Right? But the response that we have is like with us. Okay? Hermit mode. Okay? So this is a time of reflection about some position that you've been put in. Okay? About some reflection that we've been put in. I answer for my subscribers. You guys get Saturday mornings and I ask personal questions for you guys, but I don't do it during the elements, my love. Okay? Saturday mornings around 11, I come on and we have a subscriber only time. Okay? So the Ten of Cups, you had to make some choices. And there's no coming back. Right. So that was what you were supposed to do. In this time, we have to have, you know, real honest conversations. Not only about what people are actually doing, but about what we're allowing. And whether we're putting ourselves first. Getting that energy really strongly. Here's the Chariot. Okay. Cancer's card. Right. Right? With the Seven of Wands. Listen, and there may have been some warning signs or there may have been some defensiveness. There was something you saw prior to, but I feel like you didn't, you know, you was trying to hold something together because neither of these situations was a positive choice. So what happened? You tried to hold it together with the Seven of Wands, resisted, and the Tower came in. Okay, so either way, let me tell you something for, you know, for those of you that may not know. Like regular cards in the tarot, like, you know, the Ace of Wands through the 10, those are, you know, actions, right? Whether it's pentacles, wands, swords, right? It doesn't matter, right? The court cards, kings, queens, these are people, right? And then the major arcana is brought to you by spirit, right? So the fact that you have here the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, after this Chariot was clarified by the Seven of Wands in the Tower, is telling me that you resisted seeing something for what it was because you felt like there was no good choice. So you resisted it and the Tower happened anyway because this situation had to have change. It had to have forward movement. Okay, Four of Wands, for you to get some type of peace and harmony. It had to happen that way. Okay, so you resisting it was actually causing more problems. Yeah, I was hanging on, but I ended it because it wasn't going anywhere. Right. Okay, so the strength, so you had to use your internal strength. That doesn't mean that you don't have anxiety and sleepless nights because of it. Okay, the Knight of Wands, you may feel like everybody else is after something new and you're sitting in a sea of emotions, water signs. And that's why I said it's not about what they're doing, but about what you're not doing. Because it's time to, you know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have your emotions over the situation, but it's also, you know, as above, so below. Cry some tears, go out and party. You understand? Do both. Ten of Wands, because it's like you're keeping the burdens to cry. right? And I don't know why I just heard is, don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. I kept my promise, right? I feel like you're trying to do the right thing in some way. Page of Cups, even though you feel like it wasn't done for you, right? The moon, let me tell you something. Don't get in your emotions and start running around and like, water signs, don't create karma for yourself. If there's a situation where you're trying to bring in new actions, don't sabotage it by like, I'm gonna tell, by like trying to run and tell or punish this person in some way, because that would still be concentrating on what they're doing and not on what you need to be doing. And I feel like you'll come around to September when the retrograde, Venus retrograde is over, and realize that you brought more bullshit. Okay? So stay focused on you and not on them. Every time it pops in your mind, get a rubber band, put it on your wrist. Whenever you have a negative thought about them or trying to go back into that mindset, snap the rubber band and then go do something else. You will retrain yourself within 28 days to get off that shit. Okay? Empress. That's your final card. It's looking good to me. The World, okay? You're going to recognize your power after this and your ability to create. Okay? With the Queen of Swords, what you need work on is your foresight, okay? She has vision for the long game and not allowing bitterness to the actions of others to contaminate what the Empress is trying to birth. Because if you allow that, closing card for my water signs, please. Begin. Stop looking at what ended and start looking at what you want to begin. Okay? That's what I have for my water signs. I'm going to clear this deck and then we will get into, drop your elements. Let's see who's next. Is it earth? Is it fire? You're welcome. Don't let the bitterness get a hold of you. That's going to fuck you up and derail you. You know what I'm saying? I see earth in the house. You're welcome. I see fire, 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 fire. Earth. Earth, fire, earth, fire, earth. Earth, fire. Fire, earth. All right, fire, gang, gang, you're up. Hey, high vibrations. If we could equal out the lights, please, on YouTube, that would be fabulous. Heavy candy, heavy fire, right? Listen, constant rescuer. Are you Captain Save-A-Hole, fire signs? And are you saving the oppressor, the same motherfucker that, has been downgrading you or working against you? Okay. All right. Okay. I got it, Spirit. I'm going to just say it. Fire signs. Y'all had somebody, feels like a parent, could be somebody else, who put undue burden on you, who was the oppressor and who also needed rescuing. Trigger warning. Some of my fire signs could have had an addicted parent or a parent who was unstable. Okay? So where you might have needed to parent them in a way, even though a lot of your trauma or your hurt came from that. Hey, my love, okay? And so you needed to rely on the very person. This is before your ex, honey, and I'm going to explain to you why. This is somebody that is in the structure of our upbringing. Thank you for the roses, guys. Because that's how the ex got in. Because this person was a provider for you long before. Okay? And so now you, and that, let me tell you something. This is it's going to be like a two-pronged thing for my fire signs. Now, as an adult, you're dealing with another person who's like that, who oppresses you in some way or talks down to you, and then also expects you to rescue them. Except now you're the provider in some way. Okay, so for instance, let's say that you had a partner. The partner reminds you, remind me of love that I once knew. Reminds you of your dad or your mom, and they speak to you harshly, and this person, you know, was in like authority, right? And maybe they got laid off. You're the only one working. You're paying the bills now. They're talking to you even fucking worse because, you know what I'm saying? Now, they're like ego is hurt, so they're gonna try to put you in check. But yet they need you. This is for fire, honey. This is an unrealistic burden that somebody puts on you. And it's an unrealistic burden that you accept. Because I said to my fire signs, I ain't gonna hold you. This is Captain Save-A-Hole syndrome. Because somebody that you loved, you felt like you should take care of them. And then now other people come in with that same bullshit, talking crazy, acting crazy, and still feel entitled to the benefits of you. Okay? And you have the artists out here, and Spirit's telling you, stop giving your fire over to these people who really don't deserve it. And use, this fire. I have not done earth. I will, that's the next one, okay? You're supposed to be using that fire to create something of your own, but you're too busy providing for others, so you never get around to providing for yourself. Hi, honey. All right? That's what Spirit wants you to understand. Why do you keep upholding this Captain Save-A-Hole benefit? Okay, and I said this could have something to do with like a parent who had an addiction, or maybe was mentally unstable, or had alcoholism, or suffered from depression. You know, come on. There's so many things. None of our families are perfect, so it's not a negative. Listen, I'm from Harlem. I've seen it all. Okay, my family ain't perfect. All right. So this feels like because of certain upbringings, you know, you could see past shit in people. Just because somebody was on crack doesn't make them a bad person, right? If you grew up in a world where everybody had some major, you know, problem, you would think that that's the norm. They just need a little help. So are you going around they just need a little help and overlooking like really toxic shit? Spirit, show me. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the love. I'm sorry I don't get to catch every gift, but when I'm channeling, if I do that and I'm out here like an NPC, like, thank you, thank you, thank you, we're not going to get the fucking message. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay focused, right? Because y'all want the truth, not just some nonsense. I gotta say it. All right, I'm not gonna be focused if I'm listening to every, I'm looking for every little thing. It's bullshit. I can't do it. All right, and my spirit guides, they just won't tolerate that shit anyway. All right, so again, fire signs, y'all came out with the Emperor too. Boss, daddy, frequency. Boss, zaddy, male or female, okay? So people want to rely on you. They recognize you as the boss, but they don't want you to act like the boss because they want to be the boss. All right, you got the Five of Wands out here, some type of conflict. The Devil cross, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Emperor, please, with the Ten of Coins. Oh, and on top of that, you the root. So you're the person everybody comes to. You could be the most successful in your family, or you just grind the hardest. You could just be the hustler in the bunch, black sheep. Let's, I feel like engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If that train rolls off the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Back on the scene, crispy and lean. Okay, so basically, you're the go-to. Five of Wands. Okay, they could talk shit about you, but as soon as something happens, they come in looking for that fire sign because they need that fire to push it in check. Through the fire, right? You got the Five of Wands out here with the King of Swords. And they want you to be the hammer. Okay, so these are people who might say that you are toxic because you get angry, or you overreact, or you harsh, or you heavy-handed, but every time they got a fucking problem, okay, they come looking for you to handle the smoke for them. Okay? It's because they know that you come with this big ass sword as the King of Swords, cold as fuck. You're as cold as ice. I'm willing to sacrifice. Okay? But except I'm getting hot ice. Okay? The Devil is out here. But then they want you, so they do all of this. They come to you for everything, and they want you to be like afraid of them, or to boost them up, to act like you're scared of them, right? Or to defer to them. 4 of Coins, hold back, right? The Moon, this could be your mom, but it's like you're supposed to pretend that you're not the root. You're supposed to pretend that you don't come down and knock shit down. I did do the air signs. If you head over to YouTube, you'll find that. Okay? So it feels like they want you to be, it's unrealistic. Right? So you the head of the family, but they could all be talking shit, and you're not at Thanksgiving dinner because they're all talking shit about you. But anytime something fucking happens, call the fire sign because they got this. Right? So it makes them feel good to have a fake authority. That's this fucking oppressor over here. And the Six of Swords, you're bending over backwards to be a provider for everybody with the Wheel of Fortune. Spirit says, stop. You are not Captain Saberho. You have to learn how to say no. And it's one thing if you want to, like, squash some shit. But it has to be for you. You got the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant, okay? They're like, be true to your moral code, but go after your fulfillment, right? Because you could be like, well, that's my family. I have to. I was raised like that. But would they do it for you, though? Spirit said, ask that fucking question about everybody and everything. But would they do it for you? And if the answer is no, then you know how to act accordingly. 8 of Wands. Three of Cups, and the Chariot. Because they're going to talk no matter what. At the past event, at the next event. So if you, let's give them something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. Right? Here's the Chariot, right? So you might as well go after what you want and become the Nine of Pentacles. Because they're going to talk anyway. King of Coins. Okay? Now let me get you guys a final card before we go into Earth. Okay? Spirit, give them a final message. Spirit says, stop being Captain Save-A-Ho. Let these people fend for themselves. Okay? They probably not even looking out for you when you're in a time of need. I didn't see one card that said that. Depth, right? Crossed. I guess that was it, right? It's surface. When it comes to you, it's very surface. Look, lightness. And that's what drags you down. Okay? Get rid of the dead weight. I don't care who they are. Okay? Play. Because that's what you're supposed to be doing. It's a true summer. We're about to go into August. Okay? Leo season. Enjoy. Play. Okay? And stop trying to save everybody, especially people that don't even show you the respect that they should, but then they turn around and come in and ask you for their assistance. Okay? That's what I have for my fire signs. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, pull up. Spirit, what does the earth signs need to know? Charlatan and strategist. Somebody thought they were smarter than you, earth signs. Somebody thought they were smarter than you. They didn't know they was dealing with the wizard, though. Earth angel, speaker. I feel like you're a prolific speaker, although it may not be your first thing. Like, in other words, you don't walk into rooms grabbing mics. You prefer to kind of lay in the back. That's earth sign shit. Okay? But what you will not do is shy away either. Too grounded for that. Crossing the threshold. Somebody is challenging you or challenged you to intellectual, spiritual, or emotional duel. They thought they were being slick. They didn't know you was so prolific with the power of the word. You're about to level up. Inventor. This inventor frequency this person does not know that you have that in you, because under that was the coward. Okay? Like, they took the fact that you like to be in the back as deferring. Okay, but it was really a do not compete. Like, you're not interested in competing. They didn't recognize that you're not a get along to play along to get along, or that, you know, you want to be part of the collective because you came up as sovereign being. Not interested in that. Okay, not interested in that. All right, so let's, I don't know who this person thought they were playing with or who they thought they were. Okay, but I feel like it was a bad decision. I feel like somehow, and the transits, because, you know, you have the planets here, you know. Somehow between you and what you manifested and your authentic power and the transits, that shit turned around. Spirit, can you show me? Nine of Swords, that's what they thought what was going to happen, that you're going to have anxiety and sleepless nights. Two of Wands, okay, they thought you would have to make a choice or that you had no choice, but what they didn't recognize was there was a third option they did not consider. Spirit, yeah. Five of Cups, okay, that leaves them crying over spilled milk because you're the Magician. Okay, Eight of Cups in reverse, they didn't see that coming. And then the Hierophant, okay, Earth sign energy, faith and hope, okay, Six of Cups, wishing they could return something. Hey, my love, the chosen ones, that's right. So let's get into it. Let's see what is happening. Spirit, why is this Nine of Swords here? They thought they were going to have you like in anxiety or sleepless nights. Let me tell you, they gave you permission to not give a fuck. With the Four Cups, whatever they did, you was like, oh, I'm so, like, and they thought you was going to like be forced to do something. Okay? And in reality, you were like, oh, I'm so glad that happened because now I don't have to feel bad about not giving a fuck anymore. I can just bounce. That's what you did. Okay? Two of Swords coming out cross. They thought you'd have no choice or that you would have to, you know, strategy. You would have to deal with the situation, right? The burdens and just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. Like Michael Jackson, but saying just eat it, right? With the Four of Wands, but you were like, no, you got me fucked up. I'm about to let you holding these sticks. Because this is about my peace and harmony. And I don't have to. Because that's what you learned, Earth signs, is that you don't have to, like, you know, we was talking about it earlier. North Node, South Node, right? And about how what you valued and what you was letting die for it, right? So there's a value of your peace and it's becoming reflective, and the I am versus the we are, and you said, oh, bitch, you just gave me permission to free myself. Right? Page of Wands, and all of a sudden they were like, oh my God, was that a bad decision? Did I fuck that up? Yes, you fucked that up. With the Page of Cups coming out, let's see what that's about. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but this person can't because they're the fucking Emperor too. Okay, so they feel like, I can't admit I'm wrong. So I'm going to act like I'm not crying over spilled milk, but they are. Right? And the speaker and the Emperor is you. Remember I said they thought that you were sitting in the back because you were afraid. They didn't recognize that you were in a non-compete. Okay? So that fucked them up. Right? The Magician's out here, Spirit, why? The Chariot. With the Hierophant. Very powerful. Now, the Chariot and the Hierophant came a slightly cross. Okay? So you're still, like, the momentum hasn't picked up all the way, but you already know. You're like, I'm moving forward. I can manifest this. I have hope and faith. What's good, Tamila? Thank you, honey. I have the faith for this shit. I'm going to step into all my power. Right? Also, this Hierophant coming out crossed. This is about, you know, the Hierophant is also about doing things the right way. Staying, you know, in a moral, upright frame of thinking and doing the right thing. Earth angel, right? Not bringing karma to yourself and shit like that. Now, these people who was trying to trick you, and the way that you flipped that shit on them, it made them feel like you wasn't playing by the rules. Meanwhile, you know, they invented the rules. You just found a loophole in it that fucked them up, and they didn't see that shit coming. So now they're salty that they didn't win at the game that they rigged against you. Okay? So with this Hierophant card here, what is that saying? You might be the villain in somebody's story. And I feel like at first you was trying to avoid that, but right now you like, okay, so I'll be the motherfucking villain. I don't care what you say about me. Just spell my motherfucking name right. Eight of Cups in reverse. Because this person didn't really want you to walk away. Okay? They didn't want you to walk away. Look, what am I telling you? Empress upright with the Eight of Cups. Don't walk away. I didn't understand that I was doing this and that it was gonna, I thought I was tricking you. I didn't know I was freeing you. But I said to you, like, oh, thank you. Now I don't have to feel bad about this shit, right? Don't throw it all away, right? Two of Cups, right? You like, oh, I feel at peace now. Oh, I feel so good. Hermit, oh my God, I never knew I would enjoy my own fucking company so much. Me and Spirit are doing fabulous. Yes, you're the villain in their story, but they're the clown in yours. Exactly, Queen of Wands. Listen, you're not worried about, you know, like taking a step back or not being in this circle because you know that you're the Queen of Wands. It's like you're magnetizing everything and you feel it. It's like charging up, Megatron type shit. Okay, Hierophant, Spirit, why? That's right, with the snacks and watch them fall. Right, here goes the Hierophant. You're stepping into your power. A couple of seconds ago it was coming out a little crossed. Now it's in the upright. And what is it coming out with? The Knight of Coins and the High Priestess. Baby. I told you there's something that's building incrementally. I said that in the general energy in the beginning. That was for everybody. Okay? And the fact that you're having faith and hope and not, you know, allowing other people's opinions to sway your walk and staying in faith. Okay? What's happening here? Knight of Pentacles. It's growing slowly. High Priestess. You are in alignment. Okay? And you're going to reach that. You're going to reach that. Look at the breakthrough. Tower. Look at the Lovers. Alignment with those like-minded individual. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And these people have no choice but to get the fuck out your energy. With this 8 of Cups. Because they were trying to avoid you walking away. They didn't think that was going to be the byproduct of some type of trap that they were setting. Now they're the ones stuck in their own heads. Okay, Page of Swords, you've just blocked them. 5 of Coins, now they're left out in the cold. Temperance, okay. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Okay, you're a powerful manifesting machine right now. All right, let's get you a closing message, my love. You played with the wrong one. Oh my goodness, I didn't see, look, the Sun, the Ace of Coins, okay? They're trying the accuracy, thank you, my love. With the 7 of Cups here, they're like, what the fuck? How did this all happen? Because they played with the wrong one. 6 of Swords, you're away from them. Spirit, final message for the Earth signs, please. Thank you. So, you have shine, and it is your time to shine. I said it might be in the villain era because they mad because you took power, okay? Forgive, you're not ready. You're not ready. Okay, but I feel like you're just, you're freeing yourself. Free your mind and disconnecting. Okay, you had enough, okay? This person did not think, though. They thought they could keep fucking playing around. Okay, I'm hearing tiembra, tierra. Okay, so earthquake, okay? And there's more to that. For those of you who know, you know, okay? And then the faith, all right? But they didn't know, like, how much faith you have in yourself, how much faith you have in the divine, and how much faith you have in the connection with spirit. Thank you guys for all the likes. I greatly appreciate you. You guys are awesome. They didn't know, okay, like how strong this connection is with you and the divine and how reciprocal it was. So they set a trap to fuck with your like serenity, and in reality they fucked up theirs. Okay, because you out here playing lightness, depth, gratitude, begin, journey. I told you they freed you. Hey Maria, okay, they freed you, my love. All right, the tables did definitely turn. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Don't forget, if you're interested in the Lionsgate ritual, head over to the website. If you missed your element, head over to the to YouTube. And if you want to see what the ritual was about, go back and to YouTube and watch the general energy where I explain what the ritual's for. All right, so I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Bye, gang, gang. Bye, my loves.